So Taz, I guess just walk through that final sequence when they hit the three to win it. What were you guys trying to do defensively?
We knew Ramey was going to try to drive downhill, try to create some type of contact or create a play for somebody else, which he did. My job on the ball was just trying to stay in front of the guy as much as possible and force a tough shot. He created help and kicked it out to open shooter. And we talked about the game plan not to give him step-in threes, and Andrew Jones, he made 4-5 step-in threes today. And he made a big shot when they needed one.
Go ahead, Kevin Kinder.
Taz, what did they do allow them to get to the basket so well? It looked like they had a ton of straight line drives, like their first 7-8 shots were either right at the rim or dunks.
They ran this action, this little ghost screen action to where it's a slip screen, and they do it all the time. So the way we guard our ball screens kind of contradicted what they was doing on offense, and they allowed for some offensive drives. And I feel like we did a good job at a certain point in the game where we were stopping that and rotating out to shooters and tagging shooters and the roll man. And they kept using those ghost screens and little fake screens to get downhill with their guards. And the guards are really good at finishing and also really good at passing out to good shooters.
Next is Ryan Pritt.
Hey, Taz, they put 5 guys in double figures a day, and that's pretty normal for them. How much does that balance? How much more difficult does it make to defend that when if you leave a guy, he's just as capable of beating you as anybody else is?
Well, it's hard to guard a team that has 5 capable scorers on the team or on the floor at one time. Because you have to be accountable for everyone. You can't put your weakest defender on one of their players because there's really no weak offensive player on the court at the time. They do a good job of moving the ball and finding what their guys do best and put them in the spots to where they can do the best at. And they showed it. Matt Coleman coming off ball screens downhill, getting to the lane with floaters and kicking out. Same thing with Ramey, creating ISO, plays for him to get downhill and then kick it out to Andrew and just pushing the ball in transition. So, yeah, their player style allows them to have a lot of people in double figures, and, their style works.
Justin Jackson, you're next.
Hey, Taz, the game of basketball is 40 minutes long. A lot of people can look at those missed free throws at the end and point to that, but there's a lot more that goes into this game than that, isn't there?
Yes. We can say, yeah, he missed 2 free throws, whatever. Yet you got to talk about him getting an offensive rebound. You got to talk about me not getting a stop the play before that. So it's a lot of plays that lead up into the end of the game being a close game. It's not just on one specific play. We had a lot of defensive breakdowns and a lot of offensive, just breakdowns as well. And we wasn't moving that well on offense sometimes. And our defense picked up a little bit in the second half, and we was, making them turn the ball over and force up tough shots. But so it's not just one play that changes the game. It's a multitude of plays. It's an array of plays that change the game. So for all the people that just wants to say it's on one play, it's not the case.